Said waffle fries? I actually like both. Because honestly, I like both because you honestly never really see a place with both of them. But when I see a place with either or, I'll get that one instead of the regular fries. Because it. Well, I mean, because those were like always like seasoned differently, right? It's not just like the potato flavor. They always have like a Cajun. It's always like Cajun seasoning or something like that. Mm. Yeah, you like their meat. I like it.
Making some tea, he definitely likes meat.
I do like meat, dude. Meat is like meat with rice.
It's long, hard, and pink.
What?
Long, hard, and erect.
It stands at his attention.
It's veiny.
Oh, God.
Alright.
Hey! The moment you bring in baby, that's already too much right there.
It's pulsive.
I was trying to
It's
go there
pulsive
today,
with the
but
juices
okay,
of old.
you guys brought it there, so now we're gonna go there.
Hey man, leave it up to me to turn anything sexual.
No. Leave it to Eggy to turn it sexual in the gay way.
Well, Aggie turns it sexual in a gay way. I just turn it straight up sexual.
Alright, it's your cue to say, oh God.
It screams
What the
every
hell,
time I
man?
swallow it. Man, I also watched a new cartoon recently. It was Exploding Kitten. I don't know why, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's on Netflix. A lot of referential humor, but honestly, it's pretty funny.
Earlier today, I was actually trying to watch Hoodwinked, an old 2005 animation.
Sorry, what's it called? What's it called, man?
It's called Hoodwinked.
Hoodwinks?
Hoodwinked.
Like winking your eye?
Yes.
Huh, I don't think I've heard of that before.
It's an old animation. Very choppy too. It's a great animation, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's a great plot to the animation. But watching it, it's like there's some sections in there that looks just absolutely wrong, or it just is a bad how they made it was straight up just bad.
Alright, guys.
How they make what again? Sorry, I just caught up. What's up, money?
We're live. Just so you guys know.
Bro.
I am live.
You are damn it.
Not that it matters, because no one's really watching, just me.
Colburn, there's something that Bloodstrike is missing out on, and I feel like you may be the person to bring this up to light.
Huh?
You see, you told me once before that Bloodstrike has a mechanic with daggers, correct?
Oh yeah.
I believe there's one specific dagger that must be implemented in the game, otherwise, I feel like it will not complete the experience that is Bloodstrike.
Oh my
You
god.
know, there's different types of melee weapons, right? You got
Fuck
knives,
up, I
you got
demand a
bats.
dimmer dagger.
Alright, you
Shut
know
the
what?
fuck up. I want a dimmer
Yeah,
dagger.
bro.
It deals
you
10.
got your knives, you got your you got your knives. You have you have your fist, your
I don't know
what's it called?
why. I don't know why.
Your
When
I already know
katana.
this. I already know where it's going with this. You're going with the fallacious.
Katana. You also have a
Wait.
hatchet.
No. Shut the fuck up, Eggy. We're gonna go with the Doug Dimmadome Dimma Dagger. It deals 10% extra Dimma damage.
Yeah, that doesn't exist. All melee
Yes, it
weapons do the
does.
exact same.
I have no clue
This
why,
is a specialty dagger.
It's not a specialty dagger because every single melee weapon is special. You have to earn it a certain way.
Man, it sounds like you're turning this into a special snowflake situation.
Battle Armor, what were you saying?
I was going to say, you're over here, trying to name all the things, all like the melee weapons, and my brain said, oh god, he's gonna say dicks as well. Don't say it, don't say it.
Thankfully,
no.
I didn't say
I
it.
have, even as Coolburn, the only thing that I have that's close to that is my lightsaber.
Whoa, you play lightsaber? Bro, that's gay.
Sword fight, man. Sword fight me, bro.
No.
Hey,
No! Plus, if we do that, mine would more likely be bigger. But other than that, no.
he said that's hey.
Damn, bro.
Okay, here we go. I found Coolburn. I found it. It deals 30 damage and it burns the targets for 25 hit points. Targets on fire
Dude,
takes
that's-
extra dimmer damage.
You realize that's a whole different thing, right? That's not even a melee weapon anymore. That's a full-on weapon you have to pick up from a chest.
It's a fucking dagger. It's a dagger that's shaped like Doug Dimmadome.
That sounds like the ODM gear that you have to summon from a care package, because everyone spawns in with a melee weapon from the lobby. That sounds like a specialty weapon.
That's a snowflake specialty Doug Dimma dagger. I even have the backstory for it. It
Just
says right
wait,
here.
wait, wait.
So it says right here, defend the Dimsdale Dimmadome with the Doug Dimma dagger. The dagger-shaped Doug Dimmadome, the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, the same Dimmadome owned by Doug Dimmadome that you'll be defending with the Doug Dimma dagger. The only dagger that looks like Doug Dimmadome, the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Oh my
This
god.
is from the book. This is from the book of Doug Dimmadrama.
He said the book.
Yes, the book of Doug Dimmadrama.
That's crazy. Finally capture.
Anyway, did someone say ODM gear?
Yeah, we had Bloodstrike had a Attack on Titan collaboration a few weeks ago. Dude, the ODM gear was so annoying to deal with. You have no idea. Not only did it double as a grappling weapon, but it doubled as a melee weapon.
An escape weapon.
It's a dagger that deals.
Because you could get away with it if, like, you're starting to get killed or there's too many people around you.
Yeah,
You could just
and it
click
was really
escape.
annoying, especially on Shutter. But
Oh,
the
well.
good news is it did the exact same amount of damage as regular melee.
I never saw it as damage. I always saw it as a tool to get away. Like I never like
Well, if you use
died
it
from people
if you
like
use
using
it as melee, then yeah, it did damage. But other than that, it's just grapple.
It's just gay.
I know, dude.
Say it.
I did laser somebody out of the air once with my AUG. It was so satisfying. I was screaming like, yeah!
As you should.
Yeah, dude, because it's so satisfying to kill somebody with ODM gear. It was so satisfying. I was like, yeah. It was really,
You know what'd be
it was
fun?
something amazing.
You know, it'd be fun
What?
if ODM gear actually existed. I'd love to use the hell out of it.
Why would it, dude? If ODM gear actually existed, it would probably be reserved for the military.
How do you know?
Well, maybe.
Okay, in what world do you think the government would allow the public to own a literal grappling tool that doubles as blades? Tell me.
Well, you do what the government always does. You remove the blades out of it.
Yeah, no. In reality, ODM gear would be exclusive to the military. I don't care what you
How
say.
do you know? You know the government can make money off of it, right?
It doesn't matter. That's literal military grade equipment, dude. You think the government would just allow the average citizen to own an RPG or a grenade?
Well, no, because that's actually illegal too.
Exactly. ODM gear would basically be the same because you're taking a concept where you're firing a high velocity projectile into a wall to grapple yourself and then pull yourself towards said object with giant blades.
You do realize that you just take out the giant blade portion of it, and then you just relegate it to, I don't know, specifically designed jungle gyms,
Okay, let me
and then
ask
you just
this.
have fun people with
Would
it.
you, if you were the government, would you allow the average citizen to own and possess a high velocity projectile weapon that shoots a harpoon into a wall for the sole purpose of grappling themselves to it?
Sure, why not?
No, you would not.
You can technically own a flamethrower.
Yes, you can own a flamethrower, but that has to be a commercial flamethrower. We're not talking about napalm flamethrowers back in like Vietnam.
No,
Why not?
but you could also buy the Boring Company flamethrower. It technically works like one.
Dude, because the flamethrowers that you're talking about, they're made for farmers. That's not even close to dangerous.
I don't know. It's fire as a whole is dangerous, if I'm gonna be honest about it.
I suppose. Listen,
Prove me wrong.
the U.S. military the U.S. government has permitted citizens to own a literal railgun that shoots little discs at high velocity, but they scaled it down so much that it's safe for you to own. The only thing it literally shreds is either your walls or the targeting paper.
So we have residential use or consumer grade railguns.
Essentially, yes, but like I said, it only shoots an inch. It only shoots an inch by 5mm disc,
Okay.
and it only shoots them at around. It only shoots them around 750 feet a second, so that's not even anywhere near deadly.
I concur. Now, how about
Using a bandage.
you throw in other weapons for funsies?
Okay, elaborate.
You can own yourself a tank. I mean, yes, granted, it is only for farming use. However, it's a tank.
I think you just described a tractor, but you attached a flamethrower to it.
A tank?
Yeah, you can own it in the state of Florida. You can own a
kidding
tank.
me.
No, I'm not lying.
Bullshit.
No, you can. Switch it up. If you're a farmer, you can legally own a tank.
Okay, but you have to have a specific role for that. I thought you meant the average citizen.
Well, sure, you can technically also own one if one, it's got to be decommissioned, and two, it's for historical purposes.
Okay, hang on. Let me ask you this, Coolburn. As an ex-military man, do you think the idea of the average person in everyday life owning ODM gear owning ODM gear for the sole purpose of grappling towards buildings would be a good idea by the government? Or do you think ODM gear would be strictly relegated to the military?
Coolburn's not on the mic. Coolburn's not here. You just asked Coolburn a very pointless question.
Yes. Anyway, let me make this pizza and cut up the pineapple as well.
Enemy spotted.
You're dead to us.
Peggy, don't fuck the pineapple, okay?
I'm not. I'm gonna eat it.
Gonna take
Don't
the core
fuck
out
with that.
and then
I
fuck
know-
it.
I know there's a hole in there, but don't fuck it.
It's gonna taste delicious.
What the hell, man?
No.
Alright. What are you asking?
Okay.
Cool,
Coolburn.
fly from the back.
Okay.
Coolburn,
so
are you a
Coolburn,
military man?
No. Coolburn's an ex-military man.
Are you in love with the military?
Okay, Coolburn, let me ask you this, okay?
Are you
As
devout
an ex-
to the military?
Stop. Okay, Coolburn. As an ex-military man, would you consider? Okay, how about this? Okay, let me reword the question like this. Okay, as an ex-military
Men in the free,
man,
home of the
if you
brave.
were- if you were part of the government, the head of the government, okay, would you allow the average citizen to own ODM gear, not the swords, just the grappling portion, for the sole purpose of grappling on top of buildings and getting around places?
Yeah, I would.
What? Man?
You thought he was gonna agree with you.
Dude, that's so dangerous. Okay, the reason why I thought he would agree with me is because you're literally shooting a harpoon at high velocities that could pierce a person.
Okay, well, here's the thing, Aggie. Like, it's the same thing with a car or a helicopter or airplane or anything else. Like,
Or
those still
flying
have to
cars.
be those still have to be regulated. So, yes, I would allow an everyday citizen, but you need to like have something to have. You know, to tell me you're a fucking competent, not a fucking idiot. You know what I mean?
Well, there we go.
That's why I said
Yeah.
personalized gyms for it.
You'd have to. Oh, shut the hell up.
Or, you know, they shut down a section of a forest only for ODM gear use.
And yeah, it's just like with anything else. Like, you can't just have like a little kid. You know, like obviously a citizen too. Just have a fucking gun and just playing with it all over the place. It's the same thing. Of course, you have to have, you know, specifics in there, right?
Yeah, let me ask
Yeah.
you this. Are guns military technology?
What the fuck, that armor? What the hell did you send me?
Listen, man, listen. My friend sent me that he took a rough animation and then crop it to make it something so bad. So I'm just sparing the joy. I'm gonna let you have it now.
What the hell, man? That is so.
It's so
I
bad.
think we broke Aggie.
Okay, I'll send you the video I sent to Eggy.
It's disturbing. What the hell?
That's you with pineapple.
Okay.
No.
Look, I agree that with Coburn on the fact that you have to take a test to prove that that you are competent to use these and not a fucking idiot. But still, at least replace the fact that it's a huge ass needle firing into a wall with really high powered magnets instead.
Can I ask you something?
What?
Our
Yeah,
guns,
well-
military technology.
Yeah, but I mean that just goes with anything else. Like you're right. Like if you're talking about if our society is in the same place as this ODM gear, like who really knows? But I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is our guns military technology? Yes or no?
Technically, no, because the original purpose of the gun was for farmers to keep away the birds.
No, relatively speaking, no. The purpose of the gun was for military purposes.
He's not wrong by that.
What, the birds part? Because I'm pretty sure that's what the original use of the gun was. It was just to scare away the birds.
Maybe
not,
it was
dude.
good, yeah, but not here.
Dude, no. Battle Armor has more experience in this than we do. Guns were actually shown around during the medieval era. He knows more about this than any of us combined. Ain't that right?
Well, but my family's kind of big on that, so I can tap in if I want to.
Okay, well then, in retrospective, were guns not introduced during the late stages of the medieval era?
Okay, here. The point to your question is yes. Yes, guns are for military use. Okay, but the general public are allowed to use them, but they are not allowed to have the high caliber rounds that NATO uses. For example, you cannot have 7.62 by 7.62 NATO. You have to have the citizen version, which is just regular 7.62.
Wait. Why are you bringing up NATO? We left NATO like a long time ago.
No. It's just that's what the ammo is called.
Anyway, that's the point. Okay, so we have consumer grade guns, correct?
Yes.
So why don't we have consumer grade ODM gear? Why is that an impossibility? Why is consumer grade ODM gear an impossibility?
We are not in the world of Attack on Titan, so we don't know exactly how dangerous they are if they were to be brought into the real world.
Well, how the fuck are we supposed to know? This is just like a hypothetical. Like if they brought ODM gear into our universe, I want consumer grade ODM gear. I want them to build like giant play areas where we could just go ham wild with ODM gear grappling. I can imagine Battle Armor just texting me on Discord, "Hey, go outside of your front door real quick." I go outside and he just swoops by.
Actually,
I'm gonna be like that one scene where Mikasa was just launching herself with ODM gear. That's how I'm gonna be.
Dude, I've never watched Attack on Titan. I have no idea who the characters are.
Jesus Christ. Okay, it's the one that says Eren a lot.
wait.
All I know is
I thought you watched it. So you have like an opinion on it.
No, I watched anime, but I've never watched Attack on Titan. I thought it looked really stupid.
Oh. No, well, honestly, I think you need to watch it so you can like kind of see like why it became popular.
Yeah, I'll
Because
consider it.
but there are parts where I can see why it's good, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cool burn.
I will say though, the only thing about Attack on Titan I know is that Eren is blonde.
Yeah, but you have to
What the
see
fuck
like
is...
you really have to see it because there's kind of a lot to it.
Yeah.
It really changes around. It's a little weird, and I can see like why it got popular to begin with, like back in the day. But it was watching recently it got a little weird at the end. So, but you have to see it for yourself.
So the best way to explain it is that it's very detail oriented.
No, don't explain it. Don't explain. Let him see it.
Wait. He's not gonna understand. He's gonna say, "What the fuck is this shit?" Like this is. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but what I will say is that if you watch it the first time, then if you rewatch it a second time, you're gonna be like, oh shit, that's when this did this, or this happened because of this.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you really have to see it because it's one of those I don't want to say groundbreaking, but it's one of those really pop culture for anime that you need to see.
Yeah, okay. I'll watch it.
Yeah, hands down, I love it.
If you're an anime fan, if you don't care about anime, then I guess it doesn't really matter. But if you like anime in general, it's one of those you kind of have to watch. Just my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. No, cool, Burn. Shadow and Battle Armor know this. I watch anime. I like it.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah.
I'm just more into like the genre where
it's one of those staple ones that you kind of need to. You should watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. But I will say though, I'm more into the genre where it's like, what's it called? I'm more into like anime where it's like action. It's like the action is where the character develops, you know?
Well, yeah. Well, in my opinion, there is development there. So, I think you should. I really think you should.
So here's the thing. It's gonna feel like the development is skewed.
It's not one of my favorites. Like I'm gonna be honest. It's not one of my favorites, but I think every person who likes anime should watch it.
Okay.
So here's the best way to explain like how, because a lot of people say that there's no character development between anyone, but the thing is that there's always an end goal to it that you kind of find out early on. For one, and two, they actually do have character growth, but it goes up and down a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it'll feel like they went back to how they were, but then if you watch like close to the end, you realize they actually did change.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, the entire anime takes place in the span of 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you do get to see their character growth, however it is slow. You're not going to see one of the main characters just flip on a dime.
Well, one of the things about like this day and age now, like you can kind of watch all of it all at once. You know, without having to wait 13 years, you know?
No. I mean, like, no. Not literally 13 years, but like within the timeline of the series
You mean
itself.
to say 13 in-universe years?
No, but
Shut
like,
the fuck up, Eggy.
No, but even then, like the author changes too. So he's gonna change his mentality. And that's gonna affect how he writes his art. You know. So you'll see that. You'll see that.
However, I still feel like there was still that same end goal. It just passed differently. They even explore. I think they explore alternate universes. But that gets into spoiler territories. I'm not going to get into the middle of that. The point is that there is character growth. It's just you won't see it at first because it's very hard to notice. But then if you rewatch certain episodes, you're like, oh shit, this guy was a little prick. Now he's an even bigger prick.
Yeah. There's an anime I've been trying to get Shadow to watch, but he won't. It's called Classroom of the Elite.
I've been busy with other things.
No, I know. Don't worry. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
Think about it like this. So I'm not gonna get into it, but basically, all I'm gonna reveal about the main character is that I mentioned this to Shadow a while ago, but basically the main character, he can't feel any emotions because the facility that he came from which was run by his dad, which is quote unquote the ultimate education. It literally derived him of all human necessity, human interaction, emotion, parental love, all of that. It was all focused on creating artificial geniuses or smart people from even the most inferior DNA.
Yeah. Colburn, I will outline this though. The anime does a good job at portraying war as a whole, because there's characters you're gonna grow to love, and then shit hits the fan, like quick. One day they're there, and then next episode, they're just no longer around anymore. either due to collateral damage or self-sacrificing.
Yeah.
I think Coolburn left.
No, I'm still here.
I think, actually, Shadow, I think I showed you a clip of the anime when I asked you, is this rude? Like, you know, when somebody asks for another drink when you offer them something? I already showed you that, right?
Well, it's not rude. What if I'm allergic to apple juice? Then what?
No, yeah. But yeah, that's the clip that I showed.
Excuse me, sir. Is this piss? I order apple juice, thank you.
No, Battle Armor. So here, let me send you the clip.
I
sent
ordered
it to
juicy
Shadow, but,
juice.
let me know your opinion, Battle Armor. Do you think this is rude to ask? Because
Well, it's pretty much
by the way,
just like-
guess
Well, if you
guess
offer me
what day
soda
it is.
and I'm like,
Guess what day it is, boys.
Eggy,
Boy
don't be
Friday.
gay.
What? This guy
Guess
fucking killed me
what
with
day
a
it is.
shotgun? Fuck that, dude. Like, so fucking far away. What a fucking
Battle Armor and Shadow, do you guys know what day it is?
fuck.
Fanboy Friday.
That's fucking bullshit.
No.
Flunk Thursdays.
No, I don't fucking accept that bullshit.
Okay, Battle Armor.
Exactly, I don't accept it either.
I'm gonna send it to you now. Okay, there. I sent it. Do you think it's
Fuck.
rude?
Cheat, fucking faggot.
No, it ain't. Why would it be? What the fuck is wrong with you, Waggy? What's wrong with you? You over here sitting like everything is rude. No, it ain't. Explain.
Hey man, I don't think a lot of things are rude because I'm very direct and serious in real life. Okay, some people have even called me out. They're like, "Why are you so rude?" I said, "I'm not, bro. I'm not being rude. I'm just
But you,
being
but you
really-
is amps.
How is being direct? How is being direct and straightforward rude?
Hey,
Because you
Aggie,
can be indirect
Aggie, join me
and
there.
still get your point across.
Join me, Aggie. I need something for a mission. I need a
Yeah, okay.
I need a friend. I just need a friend for like one match.
Yeah, okay. No problem. Give me a moment.
It's for a mission.
I'm just doing the dishes real quick. I'm dinner.
You need something for a mission.
One moment. Coolbrain.
2 moments and a half.
After watching that video, yeah,
Uh,
pretty rude.
Go burner. Remember that one guard?
After listening to that video, yes, that is pretty rude.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I don't
you could at least
technically
say
consider it as much.
Way.
Yeah. I asked my mom the same thing, and she said it depends on the context. And
I'm on his mom's boat. It really does depend on the context.
I mean, so the context is, so she invited herself into his room, and then he was like, "Can I get you something to drink?" Because they needed to discuss something.
Yeah, it's kind of reminded me when I was like playing pool with my cousins in the Philippines. And I told my cousin for her to get the heck out of my way. I'm going to take the back of the freaking pool stick and shove it in her mouth. Because when I'm facing shoot it, it's going to hit her in the face. She says,
Dude.
yeah, she told me that's so rude. And then I started talking British towards her, and then she don't find that rude no more.
One way to diffuse the tension.
I don't know why, man. Females love British accent for some damn reason. Definitely
British accents are hot. I'm more of an Aussie Australia.
That's so weird.
Same, just Australian accents, dude. Hell yeah.
That's if
Kiwis,
you want to
though.
go
I love
like
Kiwis more.
country style right there.
Dude,
I'm more of a
Australian
Kiwi.
accents are hot.
Kiwis are superior. My my Google Assistant is programmed with Kiwi.
But
Golden
Like, on
Kiwi,
my
dude, is
navigation.
the best.
Like my on my navigation.
Alright, I'm on.
Sweet.
Oh, wait. Oh, cool burn.
What do you wanna play?
Yes, I know this goes into spoilers. No, let's play. Get the fuck home. Yeah, anyway, Cool Burn, I know this is spoiler territory, but I just had to bring this up. Remember the gate guard from the VM?
No spoiler territory.
Shut the fuck up. I just love this, okay? Shut the fuck up. I love this character. It's the gate guard from the first episode.
Yeah, you got leadership, Maggie. We'll just play whatever you, because you're doing me a favor, so you pick.
Yay.
Thanks, buddy.
Anyway, again, this is spoiler territory.
Let's play BR.
Was that BR? It looked like Squad Fight.
Brr, brr, brr,
Oh, no,
brr.
yes, contract.
What does BR stands for? British Ramming.
British. The British retard.
Booty rank.
British Ramming.
What are you doing here?
Supposed to know what that means.
No. Nah, I'm talking more Australian than British, really.
I was thinking more like big old relish, but sure, I'll take that. Oh, right, Cool Burn. Remember the gate guard from the first episode of Attack on Titan? The one that explained about being drunk all the time, and you know, it's very easy work to be a gate guard.
I think so. Like, vaguely.
Yeah, dude, I love his character because he does go through massive growth from being a coward to still being a coward, but god damn it, I'm going to fight this piece of shit. I'm gonna die trying.
That sounds
And-
like a grown
What?
man fixing to shit himself in front of everyone, but
What?
he's gonna do it anyway.
Basically, a hater.
Pretty much, that's one. No, man, he went from like being a complete coward
Oh,
to still in the end doing what he had to do to make up for his past sins. And that is
Oh.
lovely. That is character growth. He learned what it was like to be a
No.
hero. Damn, you guys suck at the game.
Dude.
They're saying some big stuff over there in Blood Strike.
Sorry, this Nova is really annoying.
Oh, that's a female. Okay.
It's a woman.
Oh, Executor, go!
Are you trying to like? Is this like still part of the thing, the Attack on Titan collaboration? Are you fighting Titans?
No,
That ended like a week ago.
They're playing Blood Strike.
Oh man.
Dude, the Attack on Titan stuff ended a week or two ago. You could get like a lot of the cosmetic stuff, like the Ethan skin, the Zero skin, all that stuff. There were even
Who the hell's
gun
Ethan?
skins updates. My character.
You called your character Ethan?
That's his name.
How the hell did you call it Ethan?
Because that's what the striker's name is called. There's lots of strikers in this game, and they all have their name, and they all have names.
whoa, wait, oh, wait. Oh. Wow, I didn't hit any of those shots? That's kind of gay.
Why couldn't you just name him Rocky? That's a good name.
Because Rocky is the
Ethan.
gayest name ever, dude.
Rocky Balboa.
Whoa!
Eggy, you call
Oh.
that gay?
Man,
Whoa!
oh man, Colburn, you hearing
Yeah?
this? He's dissing Rocky Balboa.
Why are you dishing Rocky, man?
I don't
fuck did
know
Rocky do
anyone
to you?
named Rocky, dude.
Rocky Balboa?
Oh,
Son of a
How about
bitch!
the Rocky?
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Jesus Christ.
oh my god.
Eggy, how'd you die before me, bro? Oh my
I don't know.
god.
You suck.
Come on, Eggy.
The dude has a magnified scope.
Ah, that's crazy.
Well, that's because he called his character Ethan when he should have called it Rocky.
Dude, Rocky is a stupid name, okay?
Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa. The Rocky.
That sounds like a homosexual, bro.
How about the Rocky?
Please,
Come on, the world famous wrestler turned really stupid actor who does nothing but wins every fight.
Oh my god. Our teammate.
Because that's
our
part of his
teammate
contract for whatever reason.
Our teammate is incompetent. There we go.
Yeah. Good job, Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, his name is Jesus.
But Jeevers.
It's probably pronounced Jesus, but whatever. Jesus.
Alright, I'll take our Magnum, bro. I want it, I'll take it.
Magnum Dom.
Just imagine like Coolburn over here just so as friggin' Deadpool pull out the golden magnums.
Magnums?
You mean dual wielding? Nah.
What?
Oh! What? Wow.
Where are my shots going?
Home.
RPK Glacier, huh? I mean,
Dude, where are our
he got
teammates?
2 of us in 1 clip. Wow, that's impressive.
I know, because RPK has 200 rounds.
Wow.
What the hell, man?
Are those
Where our
gold-plated dual wielding? What was it? Gold-plated dual wielding Desert Eagle pistoleros.
teammates? If you
Yeah, I get it.
I feel like that's what the quote was, but it's been a very long time since I brought it up.
Dude, our teammates have got to be the most retarded human beings ever.
I don't know. I've been retarded before.
Destroyed,
Yeah.
dude.
We failed Jesus. We need to do better for Jesus.
I know, bro.
Go ahead, Iggy. Pray for your Lord. Your Lord.
We
and
keep leaving him
Savior.
behind by himself, man.
Oh wait, those are dual wielding gold plated 50 caliber Desert Eagle pistoleros. There we go.
Oh, you look it up?
Yes, I did. I had to. I honestly could not remember the full quote. I get most of it
Bro,
right,
I'm
all
gonna
things
need
considered.
I'm gonna need you here, bro.
Oh, there's one here.
I got.
Do you?
Got him. He's dead.
No.
Oh, got one. Got one.
Careful, don't go out there, don't go out there.
What?
Oh my god, the police is pulling me over. What I do wrong now? Offer
Got you.
top.
Weapon here.
You got one?
I got 2. Got 2 of them already. Nope. Got 3. Oh,
Nice.
Did someone say has sussy sour? I want one of those.
Weapon here.
Especially the ultimate version. I heard those things are beast.
What the hell?
I don't know, man. Someone brought up a sussy.
Oh, Sashibaka, where are you?
Kasibaka?
Sussy.
Alright,
Oh, I
well,
have spotted the homosexual. He's dead.
Eggy, why are you going to kill your own kind?
What the hell, man? It's not armor.
alright. Hell yeah. QBZ95, Eggy? Dang. I didn't use
Yeah,
that.
dude. I had to bring it out. I had to bring it out.
You had to whip that thing out.
I know, yeah, dude. I had to whip it out. I just slapped it on the face.
Whip it out. Whip it here. Da-na-na-na-na.
Oh
If you-
god, that whip
Believe
is
it or
so...
not, Cooper, believe it or not, Cooper, this is the first time I'm ever using the QBZ in a public match. So
I actually I love that gun, honestly. Like, I do pretty well with that gun, but I've been trying to level up the my other ARs.
What you need is a gold-plated 50 caliber Desert Eagle pistolero.
Whoa.
I'll tell you right now, the Desert Eagle is probably the worst pistol in this game.
Yeah, but it's not gold-plated.
Oh, shit!
It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter
It
if it's
adds-
gold-plated or not. It's still bad.
Gold-plated 50 caliber adds 10,000 damage per shot.
It really doesn't, but okay.
How do you know?
Oh,
Because
shit!
I actually played Bloodstrike,
Are
Okay,
there
and I'm
gold
sorry,
plated
the
50
Eagle
caliber
stuff.
Desert Eagle pistoleros in the game?
No, because why would you want to?
Then how the fuck are you supposed to know?
Why would you want to dual wield deagles, dude? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No. You don't just dual wield Desert Eagles. You dual wield gold plated 50 caliber Desert Eagle pistoleros. There's a difference. You see, one is just a Desert
Oh, he
Eagle.
killed Jesus.
The other one,
Kill Jesus.
No, he's
the
not
other
killing
one
me.
exclaims elegance beyond anything we have ever seen before. Thus,
No.
its eloquence gives it a 50%
Colbert,
damage
no.
buff.
Colbert, you gotta clutch. I'm dead. You gotta clutch. Wait, hang on. I gotta make it so my sensitivity on this 3 times isn't that strong.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I turned around as you were about to fall too.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the help.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Alright. Actually, now that I think about it, I might start using the QBZ more, because this thing is crazy accurate.
Yeah, it's a good gun, man. Like, I just changed it just because of that. Well, I already told you, but it's a good gun.
Yeah, as much as I love the Augman, I think it's time for it to retire. Okay, so what were we talking about? We were talking about like,
You see, what we were talking about was the fact that you brought up a regular Desert Eagle. What I brought up was dual wielding gold plated 50 caliber Desert Eagle pistolero.